Hello everybody! Today we're going to learn how to draw a cat. And these aren't realistic cats. These are just really simple cartoon cats. And my kids like drawing them this way. They're 3 and 5. And so I thought that it might be something that you would enjoy watching. So when I draw, I always try to start with the eyes. In this case, I'm going to draw 2 round eyes. We don't want them too big and we don't want them too small. Maybe about half the size of your thumb. I'm going to draw these 2 round eyes here. If they're not quite the same size or the same shape, that's okay. Your cat probably won't turn out exactly how you want it to the first time, and every time you draw a cat, it will look a little bit different. And that's okay. So once you've drawn your 2 round eyes, we're going to draw another round circle near the top of each eye. So this is actually going to be the reflection in the cat's eyes. And we're going to leave that part white. Then what we're going to do is we're going to draw another circle, and we're going to start maybe about halfway through that tiny circle, and we're going to draw it all the way around so that it has the same center as the first circle that we drew. And we're going to color those circles in black because those are going to be the cat's pupils. All you need to do this is just a piece of pencil. A piece of pencil would work fine, but a piece of paper and something to write with. Once you're finished the eyes, the thing that I like doing next is drawing the nose. And I like drawing the nose by doing an upside down triangle. Now my kids have a hard time sometimes remembering to make the triangle upside down. So a trick to do this is draw a flat line first and then draw the 2 other lines that connect it and make it a triangle. You've just got a nice cute little nose there. Underneath the nose, you can make the cat's mouth. Now sometimes you might want to connect the mouth to the nose, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to make a little W like that. Okay. So this is my cat's face. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some ears. You can give your cat big ears or small ears or medium-sized ears. The important thing to remember is they're generally over the eyes when you're drawing a cat. They don't have to be exactly over the eyes. That's what's going to give your cat character. It'll give it a little bit of difference from all the other cats in the world. And then once you have those 2 ears, they look like 2 little mountains that have a peak on top. Or you could say they look like 2 triangles just without the bottom part. Once you have their 2 ears, you're going to connect those ears with a line like this. And then you can draw the rest of your cat's face. So that kind of is going to look like a semicircle, or maybe 3/4 of a circle. Just want it to be nice and round and smooth like that. And then you can give your cat some little whiskers. Those are usually in between its eyes and its nose, near the edge of its face. And the important thing to remember about whiskers is they start on the inside of the cat's face and then they move to the outside like this. And I'm just going to give my cat 3 whiskers on each side. Another thing that you can do, but you don't have to do, is give your cat some fur inside its ears. So usually cats have longer fur inside their ears, so you just draw a couple of kind of curved lines inside the ears. What I'm doing here is I'm doing one slightly longer line and then a shorter line and then an even shorter line, but there's no right or wrong way to do this. So the next step that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw its back and part of its front legs at the same time. So I'm going to draw its back maybe about halfway up its face right here, so maybe half the way from the bottom of its face to the top. And I'm just going to draw a straight line for its back. And over here, not in the very center, but a little bit closer to the edge, but not at the very edge, I'm going to draw another straight line right here. And it doesn't have to be perfectly straight, it can be a little bit curved. But the important thing is that you have these two lines because they're going to be the key to drawing the rest of the cat's body. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the cat's tail. And what I like to do is I start by going just a nice curvy line. And then when you reach the tip of the cat's tail, you're going to curve it back down and draw another line parallel to that first curve. Now I'm not going to stop at the base of the tail. I'm going to continue going down, down, down all the way to about the same length as the bottom of this first line. So these two lines here should be about equal. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the cat's forelegs. So the same as the tail, I'm going to try to make them curved at the bottom. So we'll go 1, and then make a little curve here, kind of like a C or an upside down U. And go back down. We can go 2. And you don't have to go all the way up. It's up to you. If you make it go up higher, you're going to have a really skinny cat. And if you make him have little tiny short legs, then he'll be a bit bigger, and that's okay too. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do his 2 legs at the back. So I'm going to curl this around and try to make it about equal, about level with the front legs. And then I'm going to go back down. And then I'm going to go back up. And then we just have his tummy to do. And you're just going to connect these 2 parts to make his tummy. And ta-da! You have a cat. Now if your cat doesn't look quite like mine, that's okay. All cats are different. But if you keep practicing, you're going to be able to learn how to draw a cat, and a cat that you like. When I started drawing, I didn't like my first drawings either, but practicing is the most important thing, and being okay with how it turns out, even if it doesn't turn out the way that you want it to. Thank you so much for watching, and have fun drawing.